y'all? Welcome to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are charmed and dangerous.
Because you know we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
Dangerous. We're coming for you, Libra.
Yes, we are.
In a productive,
healthy,
therapeutic
way. And remember, we both have Libra placements, so I feel like this video is extra special to us. You know what I mean? And how we're going to help you Libras evolve, okay?
Yeah.
But before we get into the video, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below. We're two besties. We talk about astrology. We talk about dating. We talk about dating and astrology sometimes. You know what I mean? All that good stuff that besties normally talk about, we do now here with you. Okay, so hit that subscribe button, like I said, and now on to the video. All right, Sarah. So, tell us your first point on how Libras can evolve to be their best selves.
Yes. Okay, my first point is find the beauty in the imbalances of life. We all know Libra is all about harmony. They seek peace and balance in everything they do. As we know, the scale is their symbol, and at the end of the day, there is no perfect balance when it comes to every day of your life. Like, it's just not possible to find that, and you will probably make yourself go crazy thinking that you can find that harmony every single day. You know, like some days it's impossible to feel balanced at all. And that's okay. Be kind to yourself on those days. Just know that it's not always your fault when things aren't good, when things aren't okay. Let yourself rest more on days like that, and know that life is not all about being perfect all the time. It's okay to ugly cry once in a while, Libra. Yeah. Let it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you for giving us that space. Because I feel like we don't feel like we can ugly cry or break down in front of people.
You have to keep it together all the time. And it's like, the thing is, Virgo also wants to be perfect all the time, and Libra also wants to be perfect all the time. Yeah. You know, they both have that in common, and Libra, I just feel like you would take it easy. And people look at Libra and they're like, oh, well, Libra's social, Libra's having fun, Libra's always a good time. But behind all that, they're hiding all their negative emotions because they want to come off so happy and positive and social and good. And, you know, it's like overwhelming having to only put your best foot forward all the time.
Right. And people are gonna love you even on your not perfect days, you know what I mean? And if they're not, then those aren't your people.
Exactly.
Okay, my first point on how you Libras can be your best selves is when you're feeling indecisive, I want you to count to 10 and then just make your decision. All right?
Nice.
I feel like us Libras, we can have a really hard time making decisions in a timely manner. And I know sometimes we truly are just trying to weigh out our best options to make the perfect decision. But like Sarah said, there's really no perfect decision. And honestly, I feel like sometimes I think we're too worried about other people's opinions of our own decision. So we're waiting for everybody else to decide so we can go with the majority and not cause any real conflict. But I feel like Libras, I want you to know that we want to hear your opinion. You know what I mean? We value your opinion even if it's going against the crowd. You're not gonna cause conflict because you disagree with somebody one time. Like, you can work it out and you'll still have a good time. So like I said, count to 10 and go with your gut because you probably know the right decision anyways, you know?
Honestly, Libra, don't you sometimes want to be the person that gets to do what you wanted to do?
Right.
You know what I mean? When you're always doing what everyone else wants to do because you don't want to like rock the boat, what about you just doing what you want to do and making everyone else do it and you get to have fun? You know what I mean? Like, everyone has moments like that in life where it's like, you know what, we're going to do what I want to do. Hope you guys have fun because I know I will. Sometimes Libra needs to be comfortable doing that. Because people might have a lot of fun and then they're going to be like, oh my God, Libra, that was your idea. Nice.
And you'll feel so good about it.
Exactly.
And more confident in your decision-making processes.
You just have to do it once in a while.
Yes.
When you don't make the decisions ever, you're going to feel really uncomfortable when people are asking you to pick between something.
Exactly. And the longer you wait, the scarier it gets. So just count to 10 and go.
Do it. Okay, so for my number 2 pick, your only job is to maintain your inner peace. Don't make other people's problems yours.
Preach it.
Libra, you are the absolute best at conflict resolution, but sometimes it's not your conflict and it's not your business, to be honest. Allow the people in your life to figure out how they can make themselves comfortable. It's not your job to make everyone comfortable. Here's an example. If you feel tension with someone, let's say a friend or whatever, it's not your job to all of a sudden be overly accommodating and, you know, be sweet talking them just to make them feel better. They have to come to you and communicate to you what their problem is and why they're feeling that way. And when they do that, you guys can work through it together. But I feel like Libra, you sometimes just don't even want to deal with that. So you're just like, you know, I'll just be super nice and accommodating and I'll do everything you want to do today. You know what I mean? But that's not really fixing the problem. You know, you're just buttering over it with your sweetness. And although that works short term, you're going to go home and be like, damn, that person was such a bitch to me, but I was just kissing their ass all day because I felt like they were mad at me and I didn't want to say anything about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, really think about how that's coming off. It's kind of childish. And I get to say that because I have Libra in my chart.
Right. And I feel like we're trying to make up, you know what I mean, for what the other person is lacking rather than also bringing it up to them sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel
out.
like we don't want to bring it up. We don't want to address it.
Since Libra wants peace more than anything, I feel like they will always overextend themselves, even if they weren't in the wrong in the first place. You know what I mean? Stop doing that, because people are going to just take advantage of you. If you're the person that is always willing to apologize even though you weren't in the wrong because you want to keep the peace, it makes you look weak. You know what I mean? And you're not weak, you're strong, but you just want to keep the peace so badly that you're willing to kind of fuck yourself over.
Right.
And that's not cool for you.
Yeah. Because then it's like, yeah, what about you? You know, everybody else is happy and nobody even knows that you're upset.
Yeah.
And that's not fair. Because you broke your back to make them happy.
100%. And like, honestly, yes, it is admirable that you can put on that brave face and go live your life every day, even though you're sad. But also it makes me sad for you. It makes me sad for me. It makes me sad for you. The Libra placements that have done it before, because it's not fun. It's not fun pretending to be okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and if people are all of a sudden judging you because sweet Libra is, you know, being emotional, well, fuck them. You deserve to have emotions and you deserve to express yourself even when those emotions are negative.
All right, so my second point, Libra, is stop procrastinating and stop overindulging. I feel like us Libras, we love to escape our day-to-day responsibilities by treating ourselves to the finer things in life. You know what I mean? Like, we love good food, we love good drink, we love fashion, we love to travel, and all of that.
I'm like, I love all of those
You're like, I love all of these things and I love to do all of these things because it really is great and we really love to do all of them. But remember that all of that kind of costs money. You know what I mean? So you have to have your other affairs in line and not be totally living up in the clouds of like, oh, dreaming about my next vacation or those hot pair of shoes or jewelry that I'm gonna get. It's like, are you focusing on the everyday to make sure you can meet those goals? You know what I mean? Or not overdrawing your bank account? Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be overspending and I'm like, damn, I was really overindulging for some other things here right now.
Venus
you
will
know?
Venus will get you. Venus will tell you that it's a necessity.
Right.
And you know what? It is, but it's good to be smart.
It is, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's something about the Venusian energy because every Libra season I always get like a wee bit like lazier, you know, and I just like, fuck it, like let's just like spend the money too, like let's go to a nice dinner, like
fuck it up.
Let's just indulge.
Let's blow it all.
Right. And
wait, I just realized, you know that one Neo song? How he works his ass off, but
right.
you know what I mean? He's gonna still spend that last dollar at the club, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know the gist.
Right.
And
his
he's
rent
a
was
Libra.
due about a week ago.
Exactly, but he's still blowing it. Libra energy.
To have a good time.
And you know what? A part of me, I fuck with that, because it's like, you know what? I deserve it, you know? A lot of people don't think that they should spoil themselves, and I appreciate that. Libra and Taurus, first thing on the list, spoiling myself.
Yes.
But be smart with it.
Right.
Number 3. Stop biting your tongue because you're scared it's gonna change people's opinions of you. Libras are socially intelligent. They love, you know, any kind of conversation with just about anybody. And they know how to observe people, which means they have a lot of opinions. But you guys hold yourselves back a lot when it comes to expressing those opinions that you have. Because you're scared of people's reactions. Like, you think these thoughts, you know, it's like white chicks. You were thinking it, but you said it. You know what I mean? Libra is always thinking it. And Aries is always saying it. And the thing is, I want you guys to learn something from your sister sign, Aries.
Learn something from this.
Speak your truth with your whole entire chest. Don't be scared of offending people. If that's how you feel, freaking say it. You know what I mean? Obviously read the room, like not in a job interview, but I'm saying when you're in a place where you're around people that are your equals and you want to express yourself, don't hold yourself back. Like, why are you doing that? at the end of the day, the right people will gravitate towards you when you do, and the people that only wanted you around because you're a yes man or a people pleaser, they really weren't your friends to begin with. You know, Libras are known for people pleasing all day long, but they have these opinions in their head that if they were to just say them out loud, people would be like, oh, okay, so you disagree. Interesting, tell me why. And then you could tell them why. It's not like the world is ending because you disagreed with someone. Oh, well.
For sure.
Let them know.
A different kind of respect grows. You know what I mean? When you're able to politely kind of disagree with people. You know what I mean? And Libra, you can so do that. Like, I feel like you're the best at doing that. Yeah. So I don't understand why they're always so scared to do that sometimes. Like, we're so scared to do that. I feel like they just don't want to like ruin certain relationships or something.
You just want to keep the peace.
Yeah. And it's like, don't, because you're starting a war within yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's because Libras probably when they were young, they were around a lot of people arguing and a lot of people who couldn't control their emotions. Yeah. So they grew up telling themselves, okay, I'm gonna be really good at keeping the peace and making sure that I'm not raising my voice or that I'm not disagreeing with people to the point where we're yelling at each other. Yeah. But then you go to the opposite side of the spectrum where when you're not speaking up at all, and that makes you feel like you're drowning. And that's not fair to you. Let it out.
We care.
We do.
It's too much for one to carry.
For real. Express yourself.
Express yourself. My third and final point is, Libra, you come first. You hear me? You come first. I want you...
In more ways than one.
Yes. But for real, Libra, please, pretty please, stop doing favors for people and expending your gifts when you know you really don't want to be doing that. Okay, I need you to stop. I feel like you're putting so much unnecessary stress on yourself, and in the long run, it's gonna have a really negative effect on your mental health and on your self-confidence. You know what I mean? You can't always be looking for approval from other people. You have to remember that your opinion comes first. Your needs come first. And I want you to just stop trying to focus on other people and their happiness or trying to help them, and make sure that you're helped. Make sure you have enough on your plate. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like sometimes people don't be checking for Libras. So make sure you're checking for you first before you go and check for other people.
Absolutely, okay? Because when you're the one that's always okay, like we have said multiple times, who would be checking for you? You're always okay. You never speak out when you're hurt, feeling sad, or you know what I mean? Like, you never, ever speak out. So of course everyone's gonna assume that Libra's okay, and that's not fair to you. You deserve to be checked up on.
Right.
And again, what you said brings me back to the fact that Aries, their sister sign, is so selfish. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when we say selfish, I don't always mean that's a bad thing. It's good to be selfish. You know what I mean? Because when you take care of yourself, you can take care of other people. But when you're neglecting yourself, you don't even have enough resources to help other people. You know, it's the smart thing. The smart thing, which I know you love being Libra, you love being smart. The smart thing to do would be to take care of yourself first. Agreed. Your
energy is so beautiful and giving. You can't give so much that there's nothing left for you. You know what I mean? Because then you're not even really giving properly to other people.
And then you're not getting the reaction you want from people. So then it makes you go down this downward spiral. You know, because you guys love being validated with other people. But when you don't have enough energy to actually give, you're like, well, I'm doing the best I can. And it's like, you're not actually supposed to be doing anything for anyone right now. It seems like you need to take care of yourself.
Right.
Okay, lovely people. Thank you for hanging out with us while we give you guys our top 6 tips for Libras and how they can evolve into the best versions of themselves.
Yes.
Don't forget to comment down below with your thoughts, your opinions, if you agreed with any of the ones that we had, or if you have any of your own, comment down below. And your girls over here, we got a podcast. And on this podcast, we talk about a little bit of everything, honestly. Astrology, healing, spirituality, shadow work. Like, we really get into more our personalities, I would say, on there, because we talk a lot about our opinions. And, you know, some messy celeb gossip too. Gotta sprinkle that in there.
Always.
And at the end of each YouTube video, we have a question that we post here, and then we discuss it on the podcast. So don't forget, the links for the podcast are down below. Are you ready for the question this week?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the question is, what toxic trait should Libra learn to let go of the most?
Yes.
So if you want to hear us discuss this, you gotta check out the podcast. It goes live every Wednesday, and our YouTube goes live every Monday and Thursday. We're gonna link our socials somewhere over here. Thank you for always hanging out with us and, you know, being a part of our lovely Charmer family.
Yes.
We appreciate the shit out of you.
Yeah, we love you guys so much. Seriously.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.